This is Dream Power Radio, the place where your dreams turn into reality. Here is your host, Debbie Spector-Weissman.
That's right, Dream Power Radio. And guess what? It's on, it's live, and we want to welcome you to the show. Hi, I'm Raven Blair Glover, Raven, a talk show maven, and I'm the founder of Amazing Women and Men of Power. And this is part of our podcast showcase. And today I'm showcasing a brand new show. It's her inaugural show. I'm talking about Certified Dream Coach, Debbie Spector-Weissman. She is here in the studio with me. We are going to talk about her show. Why did she start her show? I mean, she's been on so many shows, and now she has her own show right here on the Amazing Women and Men of Power podcast, radio, and TV network, powered by Raven International. Hey, that's me. I'm glad that you are here today. Sit back, relax, and grab yourself something to drink. But grab something to write with, because you're going to want to take copious notes, and you definitely want to mark down these dates. Here we go. Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Central, you'll be tuned in to Dream Power Radio right here on the Amazing Women and Men of Power podcast network. So be sure to tune in. We also air live on our radio network. And this show is all about you unlocking your purpose and passion and being empowered to truly understand your dreams so you can live the life you love. And Debbie Spector-Weissman, she's your host. And Debbie, how does it feel? This is your inaugural show. Welcome. How does it feel?
I'm so excited to be here.
We're excited to have you here. I mean, usually when I interview the new hosts on their first show, they're a little nervous, but I got to say, you are very, very calm. Did you have a dream about this day?
Oh, I think I've been dreaming about it for years. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This actually should not be my first radio show. Way back in college, I actually got my degree in television and radio. I lived my college life at my college radio station. In fact, people who went to school with me were just predicting all sorts of great things with me in my radio career. But you know what? As soon as I got out of college, I froze, and I just never pursued radio. And because I lacked self-confidence in myself, totally did not believe in myself, and was just totally plagued by fear. And this lasted for a long time. Now, it wasn't something that affected me in all areas of my life. I mean, I went on. I've had a very successful career as a writer. I'm a best-selling author of 20 young adult novels. I've also written or have been a contributing writer in about 9 books relating to dreams and self-improvement. But the whole thing about radio had been something that had been stuck in my head as not to do it. And it took me a long time to realize that that wasn't me talking, that was my fear talking. And one of the things that I want to do in this show is to help show our listeners that they don't have to live in fear, that there are so many ways to unmask the fear, conquer it, and get out of the things that are preventing you from really doing what you want to do, from living the life of your dreams. My favorite way of doing that is through listening to, remembering, understanding, and taking action on your dreams. Dreams are the easiest and fastest way to really gain self-understanding. And once you do have that self-understanding, anything goes. So that's why I'm here.
Well, I got to ask you, what is a certified dream life coach? Well, I know what the certified part is, so let's slash that. What is a dream coach, and what inspired you to become one?
Okay, well, it is actually a dream life coach.
Dream life coach, okay.
And what that is I am trained in both coaching in terms of being a life coach, help people find their purpose and passion, but also trained in how to work with our dreams. And this was a long process of going through really understanding, what are dreams, how do we dream, why we dream, how to understand our dreams, which part of that is interpreting, but it's not only just interpreting dreams. There are other ways to work with our dreams that don't involve interpreting. And then once understanding those dreams, taking action on them. And the coaching part of what I do comes into that taking action part. Because sometimes it's great. We'll know we want to do something, or we'll have a dream that'll give us a direction in how to go on with our life. Then we're stuck. And we're stuck because there's that, how we have that little voice in our head that talks to us all the time? Well, that little voice is feeding us, most of the time it's feeding us negative information. That's this negative self-talk that's going on in the background of our mind 24/7. And that's what keeps us. It keeps us stuck. It keeps us from changing our patterns. It keeps us from doing something different from what we've done over and over and over again, which is why we often don't reach our goals or don't even take that first step in getting to our goals. So my job as a coach is to break through that negative self-talk and help my clients diminish that self-talk. So a lot of that negativity is replaced with positivity. And I have a whole catalog of ways of doing that, which is part of my practice. But the step one in that practice is understanding the dreams, because it cuts through so much just by understanding what is going on when we sleep at night.
I'm glad you brought that up, understanding your dreams, because your show, and I want the listeners to really get this show is going to really help you to get clarity of your dreams so that you can live the life you love, and then be able to take you further, because she's not going to just leave you hanging. Debbie is going to give you tools, and you have access to her website, to her. She'll get occasionally, I know she does consultations with you so that you can talk to her and even take it further and get a fuller understanding of what you want, and maybe, get some help. There's a lot of power in your dreams, and you talk about that, Debbie, and you talk about understanding it and being, clear as to why you had that dream. How important is it to take the time to gain clarity and understand our dreams?
Oh, it is of the utmost importance. Give you a perfect example of this is on my next show. I'm going to be interviewing a woman who, I talk about how dreams can change your life, but in her instance, her dreams actually saved her life. Because she got clues that gave her diagnostic advice about a medical condition she had. And she was actually able to use that information to give it to her doctor so she could get the treatment she needed. And she is alive to talk to us about it today because of that. Now that's
power.
That's a very powerful example. But there are even simpler ways. I wrote a chapter in a book called Chicken Soup for the Soul, Dreams and Premonitions, where I wrote about the dream that I consider the dream that changed my life. And it was an incredibly simple dream, but it held such power for me because I was able to glean meaning out of it. And the meaning I got sent me on the path that has actually led me to talking to you today. And there's so many things we could learn from our dreams. Even a simple dream, like if you have a dream about somebody shows up in your dream who you haven't thought about in a long time. Well, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it means that you should contact that person. And maybe by contacting that person, you're going to get some new information or new insights that you really need. I could go on and on about all the different pieces of information we could get out of our dreams. So I want to just take this time right here to give you a bit of a preview on what you can expect from Dream Power Radio.
Oh, good. That's going to be great.
First off, I'm going to be having interviews with people like persons who'll be on my show the next time, who is an expert on dreams and is an educator and has so much to say about it. I have other dream experts that are in line for future shows. I'm also going to be interviewing people on the dream life part of it who can help break through those self-limiting beliefs that we all have. And I have great tips on how to live your dream life. And there's going to be more. One of the things I really, really want to do is to help people gain insights to their dreams through my program. So what I am doing is I'm soliciting dreams from our listeners, from your listeners, from my listeners. If you have a dream that's got you stuck, a dream that you really want an answer to, email me. My email is Debbie@dreampowerradio.com. That's Debbie. My name is spelled Debbie. So it's Debbie@dreampowerradio, all one word, dreampowerradio.com. Send me your dream. I will contact you and we can arrange to get you on the air to talk about your dream. I can walk you through how to understand it and help you see where you can take action to really gain insights on what this dream is trying to tell you. But the other part of it is if you're shy or if you really don't want to be on the air or don't want your name put out there, send me your dream anyway. I can talk about it anonymously, and even just talking about it and sharing the dream on the air can help give you answers. But even more important than that, there is a belief in dream work that's called one person's dream is everyone's dream. So if you're listening and you hear me talk about somebody's dream or you hear me talk with somebody about their dream, it's not just their dream, it's your dream. I'm telling you about it so that you can gain some insights of your own. Maybe you'll hear something in that dream that's going to resonate with you, and that's going to give you that aha moment. Oh my, this is something I can use.
Wow, that's amazing.
We're going to mix it up. But the one thing that I really want to make clear to everyone is that, while dreams are so important and have such meaning and such purpose to our life, they're also fun. It's fun to talk about dreams. Because, the truth is not every dream that you have is going to be a profound, life-changing event. A lot of times, dreams are silly, but they have a lot of good meaning for you also. And so we want to talk about those. We want to talk about, the eerie, spooky dreams. We want to talk about, what we call nightmares. There's so many different kinds of dreams, and we're going to dive deep into all of them so that, you can really gain some wonderful insights into them.
Wow, your show just sounds fabulous, and it's so different and so unique. And I want to say to the listeners, just imagine finally being able to get an answer to, why did I have that dream? I mean, how many times have all of us had a dream, some good, bad, some just awful, and we wanted to know, what does that mean? Because, we talk to other people and they say, I remember my mother used to say years ago, Debbie, she used to say, I dreamt about fish last night. Somebody's pregnant. I used to hear that a long time ago. I don't know if you ever heard that. Is there any correlation with that, the truth of that?
Well, it's really funny, and this is something that I've learned through my study of dream work, is that dreams mean different things in different cultures. The fish dream may have meaning, to your relative because that's something that got passed down to her, her tradition. There's something interesting in Korea. They have what's called Korean soul dreams. And there's a Korean word for it, which, slips my mind at the moment, so I'm not going to go into that. But there's a tradition where a pregnant woman will have a dream. And through the meaning of this dream, she can figure out if she's going to have a girl, if she's going to have a boy, if the baby's going to be healthy, if there's going to be, some kind of problems with it. The interesting thing about this also is that if a relative or a very close friend has a dream about this pregnant woman, she can buy the dream from them.
What?
If it's a dream of good luck and good cheer, she can buy it and then have that extra good luck and fortune be placed upon her. So it's so fascinating. There's so much to dreams.
It sure is.
So I have so much to share. Because the other thing is, a lot of people just have this belief that dreams don't matter. And to that, I just have to say, I just give you examples of how they do matter. But the other thing to remember is that people have been paying attention to dreams since we've had minds to think about them. There's a wonderful Robert Moss, who's a great dream master, has written a book called The Secret History of Dreams. And he catalogs so many dreams that were discovered from the ancient realms, like thousands of years ago. Chinese recorded dreams 7,000 years ago. The first tablet in Sanskrit that was ever translated had a dream on it. So people have, been recording and remembering the dreams forever. So it's not some, new age crazy thing or some airy-fairy thing. There's really a lot of practical wisdom to be found in our dreams.
I know, absolutely. I know you and I talked another time, and I was sharing with you how Oprah kept showing up in my dreams. I'm excited about that. I hope she keeps showing up. It's been, and she would just pop in there, and that was interesting to find out your thoughts on that. But recently, I had a dream, and I don't know if it was just because I was at an event and someone else was sharing about their invention. But as you know, Deborah, I invented the hat wraps. Well, the patent, right at the end of everything going smoothly, it fell through. And so I kind of gave up. And you know me, anyone that knows me is I'm not one that usually gives up, but I got so frustrated. We spent thousands and thousands of dollars that I gave up. Recently, we were at an event and someone was talking about their invention, and they're in the middle of their patent. And then a couple days later, I dreamt about my hat wraps, but I dreamt that we created one for the men's hat, and dreamt exactly how it looked and everything. Can you share your thoughts on that? What is that all about? Did I just carry on my hopes because I heard someone else express that it looked like their patent was going well and talked about their invention, or what did that mean?
Well, you may have been prompted to have this dream because of that, but think about what you had in the dream. It was taking your idea and putting it on men's hats. Maybe that's the clue to getting the patent, or maybe the dream is telling you go back, and maybe there's something that you can add to your invention that makes it different enough that you can get the patent. So, I know you never give up, and maybe this dream was telling you we all have defeats in life. We all have things that get us down. But as you know, the difference between that and success is that once you're down, you get up again.
Are your dreams trying to tell you something? I'm Debbie Spector-Weissman, host of Dream Power Radio, helping you unlock your purpose and passion through the power of dreams. I'll interpret your dreams on the air and interview dream experts, natural healers, and more, sharing insights about living a transformative life you'll love. Join me for Dream Power Radio every Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central, right here on AmazingWomenOfPower.com.
So why don't you go ahead and let's see, we were wrapping up about what my dream meant, and I got that. So, and that's what I thought too. So enough about me. That was just curious, and I kind of wanted to give the listeners a real life situation so that they can start thinking about ways that they want to write in. In fact, that's a great place to come back in, because I was just getting ready to share your information. You were saying that if they wanted to have a consultation with you, or if they wanted to find out about their dreams, they can connect with you how?
Go to Debbie@DreamPowerRadio.com. Again, my name is spelled Debbie, Debbie, at DreamPowerRadio.com. Write to me. The other thing is that I also do 30-minute complimentary dream discovery sessions. So if you want to share your dream, you really are stuck in a life situation, please email me and we'll set up time to connect.
Love it, love it. Now, I've heard you talk about in other interviews that dreams can help you find and understand your purpose. And I know your show is going to, help them with unlocking their purpose and passion through the power of their dreams. So can you go into a little bit more detail on how that can happen? Because a lot of people are searching for their purpose or often wonder, are they doing the right thing? Is that really their purpose? So just elaborate a little bit more on that.
One of the reasons why dreams are so powerful is that what happens in a dream is that, and I'll just go a little bit into, the science of it for a second so it really makes sense.
Okay.
During the day, right now, we're using our conscious brain that's in our prefrontal cortex. It's the brain it's how we conduct our lives when we're awake. When we go to sleep, that part of our brain also goes to sleep. And the part that wakes up is the limbic system. And that's where, we believe that's where our subconscious is. And that's where we have our dreams. And when we're dreaming, all of the stuff that goes on in your waking life is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Remember I talked about that voice in your head that keeps talking? Well, that voice in your head is also asleep. So the thoughts that come through in your dreams are thoughts that are without judgment. They're your pure thoughts. It's what you deep down in your heart and mind, that's really what you think and what you believe. So the information that you get from your dreams is, in a way, more valuable than what you would get if you're just thinking about it, in your waking life. And one of the things you also can do if you're really stuck in a situation, of course, everybody's situation is different, so this is a very general answer to your question. Before you go to bed, you can do what I call a dream declaration. You could say, tonight I want an answer to this question, whatever it is. Of course, for everybody, it's going to be different. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that you're going to get an answer the first time you have this dream or the first time you go to bed. Because if you're not very active in remembering your dreams, you may not remember your dream the first time. But if you do this consistently every night before you go to bed, you're going to come up with a dream that's going to give you a clue to where you want to go. And like I said, the dreaming part is the step one in, finding your purpose or your passion. What comes next is, once you have that dream, truly understanding what it's telling you, and then in your conscious, waking, active mind, you then come up with the plan on how to make that action occur. Because a lot of times, we just have this idea of, I want to do something, or I feel like something's missing, but we don't know what it is. The dream helps you figure out what's missing, and then it's up to you to take it from there.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Wow. So what I'm hearing from you is these dream declarations will help us to really get clarity of what we're wanting, finding out about our purpose, and are we living our life on purpose, and getting clear as to why maybe things are working, why maybe things are not working. So that's pretty powerful in itself. I mean, I get more and more excited about hearing your show, and as a founder of this network, I'm like, okay, I've got to put Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 Central on my calendar. Because I don't want to miss this. This is so great. And for the listeners to be able to call in or write in and, get answers to their dreams and even have a conversation with you to take it even further. And I know you're going to have workshops, and you got books, and you got so many other tools. I'm excited. Are you guys feeling the excitement? I mean, Debbie Spector Wiseman is here. This girl's been on everybody's show. So this is just an honor to us here at Amazing Women and Men in Power Network, but such an honor for our listeners to be able to get you every week. So Thank you for saying yes, and thank you, all of you, for tuning in. Debbie, it's time to wrap it up, so I like to give the last 2-3 minutes to the host to close out their own show. So why don't you, first start with sharing who your show is for, who's the ideal listener for your show, and maybe cover some of the things some of your intentions for your show, and close out your own show.
Okay. Thank you. I tell you, you're getting me excited, but you were just saying you're getting me even more excited. So I really can't wait. So I am so excited to have this show because, it is one of my purposes is to help people find their purpose using dreams as a mechanism to help make that happen. So, I'm so excited to be doing this show. The show, I want to say, of course, the show is for everyone, but my ideal listener is somebody who's a woman who's, a little older, who is in a transition state in her life. Either she's an empty nester, or she's starting retirement, or she's had a relationship break either by a death or someone else in her life, and who finds herself having lived her life in one way and all of a sudden is now, because of circumstances, asking herself, who am I? What do I do now? Because this is a person who's curious, who's open, but is also looking for finding that excitement that might be missing from their life. And I want to show them that they can recapture that excitement through dreams. And why do I believe this? Because that's what happened to me. I recaptured my excitement by rediscovering my dreams and understanding them and seeing how they could lead me to live the life that I want to love. So, like I said, we're going to be talking about dreams and talking with dream experts. I want to get your dreams. Again, send me your dreams to Debbie@DreamPowerRadio.com, and we'll get them on the air. I just want to be your resource for understanding how you can live the life of your dreams. And that's what I'm all about. And I'm just so excited to be joining your network. And I'm so, so grateful to you, Raven. You have been an inspiration to me. I just love your philosophy of never giving up. And that's what I want to share with my listeners. Never give up. Even if you're feeling down, there is always a solution. And I'm here to help you find it. And that is my purpose. That's what we're going to have in the coming weeks of the show. I just want to say I am so thrilled to be joining the network. Listen to me every Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central Time. We'll be here for you. And again, if you need to contact me, want to contact me, Debbie@DreamPowerRadio.com. You're listening to Dream Power Radio.
All right, everyone, that's a wrap. Yay! And the crowd is roaring. Debbie Spector Wiseman, Dream Power Radio, and the amazing Women of Power Radio Network, powered by Raven International. Until next Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central, the station will continue on, but Debbie will be back next Monday and Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central. Connect with her. Debbie, as we close out the show, give them your contact information one more time.
Okay, it's Debbie@DreamPowerRadio.com. And if you want to know more about me, I have a website, thedreamcoach.net. So you can contact me there or contact me by my email. I will respond to everyone who sends me an email.
All right, everyone, that's a wrap. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to Dream Power Radio with your host, Debbie Spector Weissman. For more information on Debbie or to sign up for her newsletter, go to DreamPowerRadio.com. This has been Dream Power Radio on the amazing Women and Men of Power Network, the world's leading positive programming network, powered by Raven International.
Hi, this is Michael J. White. You're listening to the world's leading positive programming network, the amazing Women and Men of Power.
Welcome to the Amazing Women and Men of Power Showcase. We are excited to bring another amazing interview to you. Our goal each week is to help you reach yours, and we do that by making a difference and paying it forward. One interview, one show, one message at a time. Here we go. Stay tuned. Welcome to the show. We're glad to have you here. This is the Amazing Women and Men of Power, world's leading positive programming network, powered by Raven International. And you probably got notice that we are doing a live interview and we're introducing a brand new show. Now, I get really, really excited when it comes to being able to bring on an inaugural show and introduce you to one of our brand new hosts. So today we are bringing on none other than new host and executive producer of the Inner Beauty radio show, Carla Prayer. Now, Carla is an entrepreneur and a serious influencer. She's a stylist, publisher, and life coach, and her journey started behind the salon chair well over 30 years ago, talking with many of her clients whom she has given and gained knowledge and wisdom from. Now, it was then that Carla realized that her gift must go beyond the beauty salon chair. Love that. Absolutely love that. Since then, she has created her YouTube and Facebook channel, Inner Beauty Moments, and now her latest endeavor, voila, is her Inner Beauty Internet radio show and podcast. So you can catch her every single week, and she's here right now. So if you're standing, sit down. If you're sitting, stand up, because I'm about ready to bring her on. I am not your host of this show. I kid you not. It is this lady here. Hey, Carla, welcome to your new podcast / internet radio show. How does it feel?
Oh, my goodness, Raven. It feels incredible. I am just so thankful for you taking the time to, spend with me and move me forward in this endeavor. I'm just totally excited about it. So,
well, we're excited to have you on. Yeah, we are so excited to have you on for sure. But here's what Inquiring Minds wants to know. What exactly do you mean when you say inner beauty? And just share a little bit about how you came up with that.
Well, how I came up with the name Inner Beauty, actually, this was started out with my beauty salon. And I was trying to find a name, and I have to tell you, it was definitely a God-given name. So I was trying to figure it out. I was working with health and wellness. I was working with hair. And I really wanted something that really stood out and helped people move forward as far as their health with their hair, skin, and nails. And so it came up, Inner Beauty. So that's working with the inside and the outside.
Love it, love it, love it. Now, listeners, I want you to know you're going to be able to catch Carla on Mondays and also on Wednesdays at 12:30 Central. Okay, so that's 1:30 Eastern and 11:30 Pacific. So, catch her show twice. And now that we, live on the internet, but also we have the replays now on podcast. So you're not going to be able to miss this show. And this is a show that you are going to want to stay plugged into because it is about the inner beauty. Now, Carla, how important is our inner beauty?
Raven, so many people put so much time in their outer beauty, but if you're not taking care of the inner man, the outside really doesn't mean too much. So whatever is going on the inside, whether it be spiritually, mentally, physically, that's going to permeate through the outside. It is so important for us to take care of our inner man. That is the most important now, because whatever's on the inside is going to come out. It's just going to show.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then when you have a little inner beauty and a little outer beauty, you can really rock that thing. What I always found with myself, and love to get your thoughts on it, is I seem to shine and sparkle more on the outside when the inside was glowing. You know, if I felt like my self-confidence was low, if I was sad or, borderline depressed, then it didn't matter how much makeup I put on, how I did my hair, or what I wore. People were perceiving me in that dark, gloomy mood that I was in, because what happens is, you're all dressed up and you think that's a cover up. Really, ladies, that's a cover up, and guys too. But if you really watch your posture, you find that your head is hanging low. You find a lot of times when you're sitting, you're holding your face. That's not good. Mm-hmm. That's not natural. You want to speak on that a little bit, Carla?
Yes. So, like you said, I call that masking. When you're putting on this mask, you're doing a masquerade of what's on the outside. But a lot of times people don't realize it's the energy that you carry. People feel that. They sense that.
Mm-hmm.
God created us to be amazing people. We can pick up other people's energy. So for myself, I'll use myself as an example. There was a time in my life I had severely low self-esteem. So some of the things that I started doing, I was very aware of the TV shows I watched. I was very aware of the music that I listened to, the foods I ate. So once I set out on this mission to really listen to nothing but positive, uplifting things. Like for me, I don't watch the news. I find out through the news, so like I might watch, a talk show host, a talk show like The View or something, because I'm going to get some comedy in with it. Because we do need to know what's going on outside, but I cannot watch that day in, day out because it affects my energy level.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the type of movies we watch. Be careful what you're listening to because that will, and when you go to bed at night, it's not good to go to sleep with those things playing through the TV as you're dozing off to sleep.
Yeah, it gets in your dreams. That's happened to me. It gets in your dreams. What you watching, whether it's the news or movies, it transpires in your dream. Maybe not exactly with what you watch, but a lot of times if you're wondering why I had this dream, it doesn't make any sense. Check yourself and say, okay, what did I do? What was I watching before I went to bed? And then I love what you said, Carla, about positive energy and, positive messages. As you know, Amazing Women and Men of Power is a positive programming network. That's why we knew you were perfect for it. And that's probably why you knew we were perfect for you, because we're all about the positive messages. But here's what I know for sure. When I go to bed, and I want the listeners to think about this, when you go to bed and you're listening to, let's say, your favorite motivational tape, or you're listening to maybe a spiritual tape or some relaxing music, do you find that you sleep better? And when you wake up so much more positive. You have, energy, just glowing energy, and you're ready to face the day versus when you go to bed and you watch a movie or, something that, is going to take you to a different mood. That affects your day. That affects your work. That affects your night's sleep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. It's so important because so many people don't even realize what you're really feeding the spirit man, because that is your most core, is your spirit man. So when you go into bed at night, a lot of times that's when you're being fed spiritually, is subconsciously. So when you put all this negative stuff when you go to bed, that's what's going to come out through your spirit man. That's being embedded into your system. I can't afford that. I refuse to have that type of stuff imported into my system. Think of Star Trek and how they would, beam me up, Scotty. I look at it like that. When you listen to those things, you're beaming it in. Be careful. Be very mindful of the things that you're putting in your system.
Yeah.
It's so incredibly important. I mean, and even when you wake up like that, if you're feeling bad, you're going to probably go out and go to the kitchen and eat something like a pastry. But if you have imported good stuff in your system, you'll wake up, maybe I'll go for a walk, and maybe I will eat some fruit for breakfast. Literally, when I set out my day in a healthy manner, it literally one tag teams to the other. When I start out eating right or meditating in the morning, that moves to the next phase where I want to exercise. That moves into healthier conversation. That moves into healthier eating for lunch, drinking my water. Literally, it's like my world plays tag team with each other when I consciously and purposely start out with the right things in my system.
Well, I'm telling you, you are talking the stuff. Do you guys hear her? This is someone that you'll be able to plug into every Monday and every Wednesday at 12:30 Central. You see why you don't want to miss this show? Inner Beauty radio show is just going to be amazing for all of us. So we're excited about it. I got to ask you, I can tell that you've had some mentors and masters like I have along your journey. So who are some of your influencers?
Oh, my goodness. I have to say, because of my job, it has blessed me to have some awesome people just come through my chairs. I've got pastors' wives. I have CEOs and stuff to sit in my chair. And a lot of them have imparted in me. And then, number one is God. Mm-hmm. God is the number one influencer. And with that, it also drew other God-fearing people into my life. And then from that led to me going into a business coaching class with Shea Chisinga. She's been a great, great mentor for the past few years. And even in that led me to the next person, which introduced me to you, Raven. And, that's another thing about what you keep in your system. What you keep in your system, you draw other people that are going that direction.
Yes.
So, I look at people like, I study people like Oprah, her language. Lisa Nichols, I listen to her language and how she says things, how she does not, I can remember her being interviewed, and somebody interviewed her and they asked somewhat of a negative question. She flipped that around so well and just would not let the average person wouldn't even have caught that it might have been a negative question, but she would not let any negativity. So people that push out positive conversation, those are the people I choose to follow. Steve Harvey, he's another one that I watch that has come from, as he calls it, the dirt. And look at him now, and now since I've gotten to know you, Raven, the things that we have shared and how we push through trials and tribulations, we get where we got to go.
We got to do it. I mean, my saying, don't wait to be great, do it now, because we're only promised the moment that we're in, and that moment can be snatched at any time without any warning. And so it's no time and no room for negative. It's not, we have got to just live our lives, and with those living that life is something called life lessons, and which means things are going to happen. There's no way around it. It's part of living. So we just have to stay as positive as we can, make commitments that are hard to make so that we can make breakthroughs that are around the corner from us. And when I think about breakthroughs, I think about having to make changes in our life. There's an old saying, I'm sure you heard of it, Carla, at one time or another, that said, it goes something similar to this, that if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. And all of us, when we want to make these breakthroughs, when we want our life to elevate, there's no way around, being able to muster up the confidence and the courage to make some changes. So tell us about some of the changes you've had to make, and what does change and making changes mean to you?
Change. What does it mean? I will start with that. What does it mean to me?
Mm-hmm.
Change is necessary. It is necessary for growth. A lot of people want to fight change, but why? If you're fighting change, you're fighting evolution. You're fighting, growth and chances to experience new things. But when you embrace change, like I wrote in my book, the butterfly. And it's so necessary, and so many of us want to fight it that your body doesn't understand when it tries to fight it. Have you ever been imagine like the tug of war, just the thought of one pulling against the other, that's a lot of energy. But when you release and let go and embrace the change, and actually, my book, Finding Your Inner Beauty While Embracing the Change of Your Butterfly Journey. Look at the butterfly. Look at the changes it goes through. Look at how it goes from this worm and then goes through a phase of eating, and then it goes into this cocoon by itself and regroups. But when that butterfly busts out of that cocoon, which is a struggle, it's not easy. I would imagine it's quite painful to bust out of this cocoon. But once it does bust out of the cocoon, it turns into this beautiful, flourishing little being that's able to soar and fly and make an impact on so many other elements in the world. So when you embrace change, it's elevating you to the next phase of life. Just embrace it, enjoy it, even the pain. Embrace it, learn from that pain, and move to the next level.
Yep, that's what it's all about, moving to the next level, and you got to make some change. So tell us about some of the changes you have had to make that attribute to the success you've had in your journey.
Well, one, let's start with the inner change, that thinking.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you just, first of all, the thinking about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh my God, I'm too fat. I can't do that. Who's going to listen to me? You know, oh, man, you know, my writing skills aren't good enough. You know, what kind of book can I write? Well, if you're not a good writer, write it, pass it along to someone else that can correct it and understand and keep your personality, keep it moving. That's one of the things, the thinking. My health-wise, health. I had to get out there and figure out, okay, why am I so sluggish? So I start my day with 15, 20 minutes of walking. You know, even like a lot of people know, I start my work day at 5 o'clock in the morning. So what? I don't hit the alarm, the snooze button anymore. I get up, get on my treadmill, walk for 15, 20 minutes just to start out my day. My eating habits. I had to change that. Fast food, I eat cheat food down there, but I had to start eating healthy food so it will help me make better decisions. The people that I came with, I had to start reaching for people that were ahead of me so they could help me, because just being in the environment and just I heard TDJ saying, you know what, get around people even though you don't know what they're talking about. Get around them and just shake your head and act like you know what they're talking about. Because it's bound to absorb, to fall in on you. So get around positive people that's ahead of you. Because if you're ahead of everybody in your group, how are you going to grow? So that was another thing. So, mentally I had to change. Spiritually and physically, and my surroundings I changed. And just making myself open to where I could possibly learn. Fear, go on and work with that fear. Okay, do it afraid. That is something, fear used to cripple me, and now I choose to not let fear get in the way. I said, okay, fear, I see you. We're going to be sparring partners today. Let's do this, okay? Let's go move forward.
I love it.
Let's do this. And it will give you the strength. And once you spar with fear, you get stronger and stronger. So, embrace the fear. Embrace every change. So that has been a huge part, just me moving forward, doing it anyway.
Yes. If there was one thing you would change right now, what would it be?
Embracing the fact that I am enough at an earlier age. That I can do this at an earlier age. That God created me who I am for a reason. I was planted on this earth at this time to do a job. Everything I need is already within me. That I had the knowing that it was already within me, and I already started projecting out my mission before 50. But 50 is not too late. I'm 56 now. Like one of the things, running a 5K. I've never ran in my life. I ran a 5K for my 56th birthday.
Wow.
So just knowing that I'm able and capable before now. But, it's another story to tell to push other folks along.
Wow. See, I love what you're saying, because this is what makes us thrive inside. And I hope the listeners is getting this. We focus way too much on the outside. Not that it's not important, but trust me and Carla when we say it's not as important as that inner beauty in the inside, because it's going to make you shine. It's going to uplift your confidence. It's going to make you take care of you. Because how many times have we taken so perfect, as close to perfect care, with our hair, with what we're wearing, with our makeup, with all the stuff on the outside, all the stuff that people can see. And we're so damaged in the inside. We're carrying all the baggage from not just a couple years ago. We're carrying baggage from when we were kids. Is the baggage serious and painful? Yes, it is. But we can move past our pain to our purpose if we take care of the inner beauty. And that may mean getting some help. So I want to bring it back to you, Carla, because I know, you're not just talking this stuff. You are able to assist people. You're able to have conversations and consult them and get them past that inner pain so that they can have that inner beauty. And you can also take care of their hair pretty good too. So how can they get in contact with you, girlfriend?
Okay, well, they can reach me through email, which is innerbeautybycarla@gmail.com. That's INNERBEAUTYBYCARLA@gmail.com. Or you can reach me at 916-501-8612. My website, which is under construction, that is Inner Beauty Hair Design. So you can reach me at all three of those areas. And also, you can also get my book, Finding Your Inner Beauty, on Amazon. So
okay.
Inner Beauty while embracing the change of your butterfly journey.
Perfect. Love that. Okay, so this is the point where I love to just let the host, your executive producer of Inner Beauty Radio Show, Carla Prayer, just take it away. Take the mic away from me. And Carla, I want you to speak to your audience, share with them what they can expect every week. Now, on Wednesdays is just a repeat of the show, so she's not doing two different shows. It's one show that you can make live on Mondays or Wednesdays at 12:30 Central. We also have the podcast that you'll be able to go back and listen to the replay, but try to make the live, but then the replay is on demand if you can't miss it. So tell them, Carla, what they can expect. Tell them a little bit about what you're going to be doing on this show and close out your own show. And let's see, you got about 5 minutes on that, so take it away.
Okay. Well, Raven, the show is going to consist of, you'll get different shows with me giving information or a talk for the day. We'll also be having an interaction show where I will be interviewing other people that have been in the business, the things that they have done to move forward through their business in spite of their trials and tribulations. Because these are things, a lot of times we let life get in the way, and I'm guilty of that. So I will be giving folks tools and techniques on how to move forward in spite of life's grueling challenges, and not to just fold in those things. So we'll be breaking things down in different stages. I like to use the stage again of the butterfly. So one of the things that we'll be discussing is acknowledging while you're here. Why are we here? What were we created for? We need to really embrace and hold on and study and be quiet and go in to figure out what we were created for. So I will have different people coming in, interviewing people on how to find that, or how to go inward, how to go into meditation or prayer. Another is finding your purpose. Tools and techniques or environments or different platforms that you can put yourself in to finding out what your purpose is. A lot of times we don't even realize what the purpose is, and we haven't done what it takes to embrace it and grab what we need for the tools that we need to move forward in our purpose.
Yeah.
Another stage we will be looking at is what it takes to transform. The transformation stage. The transformation stage is one of the most grueling. Transforming is hard, but it's okay because that is a part of the journey that is necessary in order for you to be able to fly and soar. Another part is just being who you were created to be, just flying in your purpose, taking flight on your God-given purpose. So there's so many stages to life, and I'll be bringing in different people that are specialties, giving you information of where, I'm here in Sacramento, so I have a couple of people on board that classes that they'll be giving, you'll be directed towards their class, or a couple of my classes that we give. So every week we'll be trying to give you something tangible to, really hold on to and move forward, and things that will carry you through your life. So that is it. That is finding your inner beauty.
Awesome. Love everything you're saying. I know the listeners are so excited. I want to remind you, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 Central, you can catch this brand new show, Inner Beauty. And I love your saying, your tagline. I think what you say is, well, let me just pull it up here and get your tagline the exact way that you say it. You say, remember, beauty starts within. Inner Beauty Radio is going to help you find that inner beauty. They're going to help you discover how to embrace it, how to change along your journey, and how to just totally make yourself glow, not just on the outside, but in the inside, and glow strongly in the inside so you can be into your power. Because when we're in our power, we are on purpose with our purpose. Aren't we, Carla?
Definitely on purpose.
Yeah.
Life is too short not to wake up on purpose.
Well, that's a wrap, y'all. You heard it from the executive producer and host of the brand new Inner Beauty show. Remember, beauty starts within. And so we invite you to join her every Monday and Wednesday at 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern. And if you're on my time zone in Cali, then it is 11:30 Pacific time. And Carla, any final comments you want to make to your listeners? Because this is your show. Close it out, girl.
I just want to say, don't forget to be who you were created to be. This is a beautiful life we live, so let's live it to the fullest and enjoy it and embrace the journey of your life. Thank you. Be well, be blessed, and remember, beauty starts within.
All right, y'all, that's a wrap. Get ready for another show on the Amazing Women and Men of Power Radio or Podcast Showcase Network. We appreciate you tuning in. Please, if you're listening to us in iTunes, Spreaker, wherever you're listening to us, if there is a like button, hit like right now and share us with a friend. And please, we're looking for reviews for our podcast. Please go out there and go to Amazing Women and Men of Power on Apple and give us a 5-star review, and also share us with a friend. Remember, Carla's going to be back on Wednesday, so if you missed or you came in halfway through the show, not to worry, you can check her out again. Same show, same time, on a different day. Monday and Wednesdays, you can check her out. This is the Inner Beauty Radio Show. And I am Raven Blair Glover, Raven, a talk show maven, the founder of the network it's airing on, Amazing Women and Men of Power Radio. We want to wish you a blessed and prosperous day. And like Carla says, remember, beauty starts within. So let's make it shine. Oh, yeah. We'll see you next week. Carla will be back and excited for her second show. Be sure to bring a friend with you. Bye for now.